Right, here we are. Formula V Division 2 Round 6, Belgium. This is the official halfway point of the season. It's the last race before the Christmas break. Yes, so one shot quali followed by a 100% feature race. Weather looks to be mostly cloudy. Small chance of rain, probably. And the championship leader, Maichor, he's ahead by 11 points from Panda, who is not racing today. So Maichor has a chance to extend his gap to Panda. So we're right on board now with the championship leader. Not a great turn 1 for him. He's down in P12 so far. Flat up the Camel straight. And into turn 5, turn 6 now, left-hander. And turn 7, purple sector 1 for Maichor actually. Now he's P2. In the middle sector here. Great car control from Maichor. He's now in P1 and he's approaching P1 now. Almost flat in F1 cars. He does have to brake in the F2 car though. Comes round. Approaching the last sector now here. To see what his sector time will be. He drops down to P2 momentarily. It's a 1:23.7. It's a purple middle sector. But it's close between him and Marin. Through Blanchimont and into the bus stop now. Chicane here. A bit deep. And to the finish line it's pole position, 1:54.7. Maichor takes the pole position. It's a pole for Maichor from QRT Marion and Mademoiselle in P3, Yannick in P4, Swifty P5, Jamie P6, Mars P7, Arrows P8, Kinetic Forge P9, Liam P10, Miles P11 and Aiden P12. Young Shots being disqualified. He'll start from last place, so it's a Carlin sandwich. Carlin are only 11 points ahead of Campos, who are P2 in the Constructors Championship. And they're starting from P2 and P4 in this race, Marion and Yannick. So it's a good chance here for them to outscore Campos, or outscore Carlin and jump up into P1. So still a lot to play for at this point of the season. So we await the start of the formation lap, 100% race around Spa-Francorchamps. Final moments before we get underway. Just looking at the comments, okay? You're all boring. I didn't turn on the formation map. Okay, here we go then. 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go. Luckily everyone goes away well, no one does not start. Everyone moves away off the line. So we move through turn 1, everyone gets through nice and cleanly. And it's side by side, Mazelda and Marion into Eau Rouge. Mazelda backs out. He remains in P3. Swifty has a little wobble as Mars flies past Yannick. Yannick with an awful start. He's down to P6. As Swifty sends it on the inside of turn 5. Mazelda remains in P3 for now. He defends. Swifty with the better exit, though we have a yellow flag. That's Kinetic Forge, I think, spun out. But Mitro leads. And it's Marion in P2 and Mazelda in P3. Swifty in P4. Behind we have Miles actually and Liam fighting out for P11. Miles unable to get the move done. Someone said, is anyone watching F1 Esports? This is F1 Esports. As Arrows now prepares a move into Blanchimont. Don't do that. That does not end well. I know from experience. But he actually gets up into P5. Gets ahead of Morris, and now he has Swifty in front of him, behind Jamie and Aiden, side by side. Aiden with the better exit. Let's see, as we begin lap 2, behind Young Shots, losing a position to Jamie. There's Morris with a really nice toe here. Following Arrows up, Eau Rouge and Radion, and now down the camera straight. DRS not activated yet. Drivers have to be mindful of the fuel. This is certainly a power circuit. As they go side by side at turn 5. Arrow's able to defend for now. Let's see what tires. Everyone on the medium except for Mademoiselle, who's on the soft tire. On paper, he should be the quickest. As we have our first penalty, Young Shots. And what I like to see, Mitro isn't pulling away. Marion and Mademoiselle are sticking with him as Marion goes a bit wide. Invites Mademoiselle, but he's unable to make a move there. As at 3 already building a second gap to Swifty. Little pack forming here. As Mitro's actually beginning to pull away now, gap is 8 tenths. Will Mitro be able to, or will Mademoiselle be able to get a move done here? It's very risky, he stays behind, he taps him, he unsettles his car. And now they're side by side. He tries to go around the outside. Oh, he's going to try and get a tighter line out of the exit. He has a little wobble on the exit, but he still has a better run. Mitro sets a fast lap, 1:59.0. As Mazelda tries to go for it, he stays behind. We have a yellow flag. Is that Aiden? That's Aiden in the wall. Front wing damage. For Aiden, he falls down to last place. As Mazelda is all over Marion, and he will have DRS now. It should be an easy overtake. Down the Kemmel straight. Slightly elevated. Into turn 5, he should be ahead. And he is. And now he has 1.4 seconds to Mitro. He is on the quicker tyre for now. Lap 3 of this Belgian Grand Prix. We'll switch over to Morris now, who is pressurising, still behind arrows, but he tries to go on the outside. Which will turn into the inside. He's unable to get it done though. He backs out, remains in P6 for now. A little wobble on the exit. And now through to 1. Ooh, little wobble as well. He got the tyre on the curb, unsettled the car a bit. But no changes here as Aiden, 3-second time penalty. He's gonna have to pit for repairs as well this lap, most likely. Behind that pack we have Yannick and Jamie. Jamie only 8/10 behind Yannick. Oh, but he's hit the wall and he's out. Jamie's retired. And is that a safety car? It doesn't look like it's a safety car, although his tyre is on the other side of the road. It's a yellow flag, sector 3, no safety car, and Jamie is out of this race. He's retired. As Mitro, 1:58.9, fast lap of the race. And that is one of the Campos drivers out. So their chances of outscoring Carlin have massively decreased. Carlin still have both of their drivers in this race. Back to Morris then, 2/10 behind Arrows now. Oh, but that's an awful line, and he's lost so much momentum. The gap went from 2/10 to 7/10, which will probably grow to around 9/10 by the end of the straight. Further down then, we have Liam behind Miles. He's gaining, he pulls out down the inside. They're onside. Still side by side, Miles keeps it in. But Miles now has the worst line, but he goes around the outside. And he defends his position, he stays ahead. Liam clearly frustrated, weaving there behind him. And now that's invited kinetic forge actually. Well, something's wrong with Liam, he's losing pace. As that's kinetic forge now ahead of him. So something's clearly on. Kinetic forge with another penalty. Young shots with a penalty as well. Oh no, he already had one. But Liam down to P11, losing 2 positions in 1 sector. As the field begins to slightly spread out. See, it is the spot where Jamie crashed. Yannick then running P7, just a second behind Mars. Driving for Campos. I said Jamie drives for Campos. Jamie drives for Van Amersfoort Racing. It's a bit confusing with the colours. Kinetic Forge and Liam then. Yellow flag, yellow flag. Someone was going slowly. I think it's Yannick. He's lost his front wing. Has he also hit the same wall Jamie hit, maybe? He's gonna have to come into the pits and get that replaced. He's actually locked up there. Yeah. Massively affecting performance. He's in the pits. Unplanned pit stop. Swifty with another not another, but his first 3-second time penalty as Yannick loads up the soft tires. And he's at the pits. Liam then, oh, that was dangerous. Gets ahead of Kinetic Forge, perfect timing. He's back up to P9. .3 seconds to Miles then, Charu's driver up ahead of him. Oh, it's actually, Liam makes a bit of a mistake and that invites Kinetic Forge. Unable to get it done though. Oh, but he has! Major error. Big mistake from Liam. Nearly hits the wall, or I believe he has. He's got a penalty for that as well. That's harsh though. That's a harsh penalty. Can probably get that removed. And seems something's up with the setup or something, because that car seems very undrivable. He's making a lot of mistakes at this phase of the race. Arrows then running in P5, yet to get a penalty. 1.5 seconds to Swifty, 2.2 ahead of Morris. So far not a lot happening in this race. Mitro with the quickest lap, 1:58.782. Surprised there wasn't a safety car after that incident with Jamie. Looked like a pretty big crash, big impact. I still believe that wall is way too close to the track. Kinetic Forge has slowly been gaining on Miles as the gap is now half a second. He did have that incident early on, but ever since he still seemed to have really good pace. He's flying here, he's already looking for a move. He's pressurizing Miles into every corner. He's already pressurized Liam into making a mistake, and he's already all over Miles. And that will be a lovely move if he can execute it. Miles even gets a 3-second time penalty there alongside into P1. Oh, he keeps it. He's ahead, he pushes him a bit wide, but he gets it done. And that is a great overtake. And he's up into P8. A lovely move from Kinetic Forge. He now has to pull away from Miles. What team even is this now? MP Motorsport. There we go. The MP Motorsport driver. Oh, but he's nearly done a jammy there. There have been some great MP Motorsport drivers in the past, actually, now I think about it. We have Gleaming, Toxin, Duracell, Young Shots. We're all a part of that team at one point. Oh, Miles goes really deep. There's some more comments. Let me read them right now. Is Miles close enough? It doesn't seem like it. 7/10. He will have DRS, but he's probably not close enough to get the move done here. Morris, and Kinetic Forge both getting penalties there. We'll just ride him over with Mitra for a bit, who's currently leading this race. He's got the fastest lap. He's going for another one. He's got a purple middle sector there. Once again dominating yet another race so far. And could be another Grand Slam maybe, if he keeps going the way he's going right now. He achieved the Grand Slam in the first round in Portimao, which is a great achievement. And it'll be at 1:58.655, so another purple lap for him. As slowly Swifty is creeping up on Marion again. 1.1, and behind them Arrow's 1.1 as well. So we could see a fight forming here for P3. Gap, not close enough yet to activate DRS, but he's almost there. And, high tech there. Just realize how plain that livery is. There's like no sponsors on it. What was that? That 3-second time penalty. Swifty now is now well within a second here. Oh, it's Phipps' car. That explains why it's so blank. Okay. Swifty is gaining on Marion. Gap is 3/10. He will get a really good run out of Blanchimont as Marion has a bit of a wobble. Will he go for the move into the bus stop chicane? No, he doesn't. He holds back. I think I saw a droplet of rain. It is raining. It is raining. Will it get wet enough for the intermediates? This could affect the race massively as Swifty stays behind Marion for now, as there's droplets of rain coming down onto his visor. Swifty still behind. The track will get slippier, and it's oh my god, what a move! What happened there? Marion with an awful exit out of Beau Rouge, and Swifty's ahead. He's up into P3 with 6 seconds worth of penalties and the rain coming down onto his halo. It seems to be getting slippier and slippier as Marion is seriously dropping back now. And he's nearly lost it. It's seriously getting wet out there now. Puddles are forming on the track. Gap is now a second to Swifty. He's seriously falling back now. Maybe at a dry setup on low wings. So we have a spinner. I think it's Liam. Liam's in the wall. He's beached. He's beached his car. He's had to restart the track. That will be a penalty, unfortunately. The rules are rules. And it continues raining in Belgium. So my forecast was correct when I said there's a chance of rain. As none of the drivers are pitting yet. Marion just a second outside of a Swifty. He's running in P3. Gaps are fairly spread out. We have young shots in P7. Haven't seen much of the Carling driver, who is chasing down Morris. Gap around 7/10. Yannick behind. Oh, Liam switches onto the wets. He thinks it's wet enough. We have the first call made. It does start to look fairly damp out there. So yeah, Liam comes out onto the wets. We'll monitor his lap time, see how he's doing on them. As yeah, you can see actually young shots are struggling now. They must be getting close to that crossover point now. Let's see, so the gap right now, Liam has to 8 in his 7 seconds. We'll see if it increases or decreases by the end of the lap. Youngshot, so with a really good exit there, and he's really gaining on Morris now. He has less penalties than him. He's going to follow him through Blanchimont now. Gets a tire on the grass. Gets a really nice run here, and he's going to have a great exit. He decides to stay back though. Good exit at the bus stop. But he stays behind for now. Oh, but he sticks his nose in. Liam already... Yeah, Liam is not gaining on 8, and I think he went in too early onto those wets. Youngshot's got a really nice run, and he's going to have DRS now. This should be an easy overtake. He's up into P6, he's ahead of Morris. So Carlin 1-6 right now, so they are outscoring Campos. I don't know by how many points, but they're outscoring them. As Yannick is in P10 and Marion's in P4. It's raining, but it doesn't seem to be wet enough yet. To the point where we see more drivers going onto the wet tires. Liam definitely made the wrong choice. He's lost 3 seconds since he's pit now to Aiden. And Marion now. Gaining. Oh, we have a Mademoiselle into the pits. I'm guessing onto the mediums though. Yeah, the mediums are getting prepared. see this pit stop here. It's a solid stop by the team, and he's out. He's going to come out in P8, maybe P9. Let's see, does he get ahead of Miles on the exit here? Here comes Miles, and he is behind. Yeah, he stays behind the bomb Zelda. It's a yellow flag, it's a spinner. We have, is that Marin? That's Marin spun. Where is he? He's on the side of the track. Oh, he's rejoined the track there. Let's see Kinetic Forge now coming through. He gets ahead. So Marin has spun, he's lost a lot of positions. Promotes Arrows to P3. Kinetic Forge, 3-second time penalty, brings up to 9 seconds in total. Oh, does Marin have damage? Doesn't, his wing looks intact. So I think he's going to continue on for now. The Uni driver. We have another spinner, I think it's Miles. There's a yellow flag. I'm guessing it was for Miles. He looks fine though. The conditions are starting to catch up more and more people. It is getting wetter, but still not wet enough. As we should see a few people pitting soon now. Aaron looking to gain back some of those lost positions as he's chasing down Kinetic Forge. Gap is less than 9/10 now. He has a lot of straight line speed, but he seems to struggle here into the corners, so up for Rouge. But he's still able to maintain a fairly small gap, 4/10. I don't think it's going to be enough unless he goes for a ridiculous dive bomb, which actually he's going for it. He gets ahead, lovely move, he's up into P6. Kinetic Forge unable to respond. He tries though, going around the outside. Can't do it though. Morris is gaining slowly on young shots. The gap is half a second. Conditions getting worse. Track conditions are getting worse. And that's a wobble from Morris. So yeah. And another one. Went in a bit sideways and again on the exit. So yeah. Definitely. It must be a tires as well starting to go. 14 lap old medium tires. Starting to wear out now. Monitor still staying out. Is Swifty pitting? He's staying out as well. Arrows stays out. We should be seeing people pitting within the next few laps though. Next lap or two possibly. As Morris is now really close here. If you can get a good exit, Liam with another penalty. Morris is really close now. That's a bit of a very bad. He's in the wall. Oh, he's hit the wall. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's just lost it up already on, and he's lost a lot of positions. It's another crash here in Belgium. Conditions are getting trickier. As Kinetic Forge now, half a second to Marion. Arrows gets 3 seconds, Mars 3 seconds. So the only drivers yet to get a penalty are Mitchell, Marion and Yannick. And everyone, if everyone finishes, everyone will get a point as it stands right now. So we have 12 drivers out of 13 still competing. Oh, he's had another moment, Kinetic Forge, the rear end stepping out. And we have another pit stop being made here. Marion heads into the pits, guessing for the soft tyre. DRS is disabled. I think it's time. It's time for the wet tyres. But have his team messed up? Has he gone on to the wets? Mars is in as well. He's on the wets. He is on the wets. Mars, he's on the wets as well. Miles pitting as well. 3 pit stops being made. Onto the wets as well. Helium hamstered some irrelevant information in the chat as Miles pits for the wets as well. So let's see. DRS is disabled. They should be the quickest right now. The stewards assume that it is too wet now for DRS to be enabled. And it does look like that, yeah. I can see the track is very damp now. So will we be seeing any more errors being made? Aiden pitting as well. Yannick already out the pits. Liam already on those wets. So actually he's going to get ahead of Aiden. So in the end, seems to have paid off being on those wet tyres early on. Mitro's still flying. And we assume he's going to pit now. Actually, Mademoiselle's going to lose a load of positions by starting on those soft tyres. Didn't quite work out for him. Having to make 2 pit stops instead of 1. Nitro is in. And they are preparing the wet tyre for him. They're ready. And they're on, and he's out. He's out the pit box. Swifty in as well. Arrow's staying out on the medium tyre. He's gambling here. Is he gonna go back to dry? A few overtakes in the pit lane. Mauseld actually goes back up to P3, but he hasn't pit yet, that's why. Actually, let's just look here. Yeah. Arrows, Mauseld, the only people on dry tyres. So that's interesting. Arrow's only 4.4 seconds gap. We'll see if he's able to maintain that gap. Marion on the exit. The Kinetic 4G's ahead. Pitting early paid off. Great undercut made. Great strategic call by Uni Virtuosi there to call Marion in earlier. Kinetic Forge 3-second time penalty. It's interesting now because Arrows is actually pulling away, so perhaps the mediums aren't that bad. But he does have to make a mandatory pit stop anyways. Oh wait, who does? Oh yeah, sorry. Right. Just making sure something there. All right, Marion reserves for Or Trident. Got the teams wrong. Okay. And the colours are confusing. Oh, he's in the wall! He's in the wall, Marion! The Trident reserve driver. There we go. He's in the wall again. He's gonna have to pit for repairs. Arrows does pit in the end. He is unable to last on those mediums. Yeah. In theory, Zelda can go to the end. He has to pit from the softs onto the mediums, but surely it'll only get wetter, and he's got a penalty as well. So that's just made his situation more complicated. He's got 6 seconds now, actually. Lap 18 of 25. I managed to clip a few crashes in this stream, not bad. As yeah, Marion pits onto another set of wets and pits for repairs, new front wing. I think it's his. How many times does he pit now? Twice. Him, Yannick, and Aiden are the only 2 stoppers. Oh, and he goes wide already on the exit there of the radio. Yellow flag, yellow flag. Who's it for? It's for... Oh! Oh, that's huge, yeah. It's too wet. It's too wet. He should have pit earlier. He has to rejoin the track safely now. Oh, and he's lost it again. Oh, and it's gone horribly wrong for Mozola. He's in the wall. He's down to P4. He's going to have to pit. He tried going to the end on the mediums. It didn't work out. And now he's at risk of scoring a lot less points. He now has young shots behind him. Just needs to be careful not to lose the car again. Just bring it back to the pits. He should be able to stay out of some people. He's staying out. What is he doing? Surely he's just gonna... The track is getting worse. You can see visibly. Security Marion gets a penalty. Was a little bit of broken right end plate. And he's losing the car up the hill. It's another penalty. They're making a bad call over at ART, I believe. He drives for. Yeah. So yeah, this is. It's not looking good for Mama Zelda. He is able to keep young shots behind for now, but I think it's only a matter of time before he gets overtaken. It's my turn now, 15 seconds ahead of P2. With only 6 laps to go. Ozalda goes wide yet again. The wing really affected performance, and again. Surely Youngshots has to get ahead here somewhere. Practically pushing him through now. He's going to look for it now. Unable to do it yet. Oh, and he's nearly at the wall. He's on the AstroTurf. He's lost another position. And he's in pain. He's now in P5. It looked like a potential race win. He was sticking with Mitro at the start of the race on those soft tyres. Ultimately, it hasn't worked out now. He's hit young shots. The tyres, he has to pit. No grip in them. It's clearly too wet. We have a spin. There's Marion yet again. He's now down in P10. The Trident driver. Yannick, the only other person apart from Nitro to not get a penalty, running in P9. It's decent points for Trident. A double points finish if Marion finishes as well. Zelda, that gap is only extending to young shots and decreasing behind them, as Kinetic Forge with 12 seconds of penalties is gaining. Yeah, there goes Kinetic Forge, practically pushing into. Oh, this isn't gonna go well if he tries it. He's gonna try and keep it side by side. They almost touch. We know what happens when two cars touch through that corner. Yes. Side by side, through the bus stop. Kinetic Forge pushing his way through. He pushes Mansell out wide. Gets ahead. Mars 3-second time penalty. Oh, and he's tapped Kinetic Forge now. Kinetic Forge side by side until Rouge. No, he's in the wall. Zelda's in the wall. He's keeping it going. He has to pit now. Wing almost completely gone now. It is completely gone. And yeah, it's best if he just pits now. Gets a new wing. Gets on a set of wet tires, because clearly those mediums are not fit for these conditions. Another wibble wobble there. Yeah, Mars now gaining rapidly as well. Or he might overtake Zelda by the end of this lap. Already, he's lost half a second there, 6/10, just through that one corner and down this straight. He's gonna gain even more through here, I reckon. Let's just watch. Yeah, Zelda really wide, but surely he's gonna pit here, so Mars will just stick behind. Oh, he's staying out. I don't understand. But this should be a slam dunk overtake for Mars, who pulls out. Down the inside, bish bash bosh. We have another spinner behind. It's Marion yet again, who is now P11, losing a position to Liam. As Zelda drops down yet another position here. Lap 22 of 25. So we're almost at the end of this race, and it's not a grand slam for Maestro, because I think, yeah, we have had Mama Zelda lead at one point. Same with Arrows, I think. Kinetic Forge, 15 seconds of penalties in total. That'll drop him massively, I think. Not really, because people around him also have a load of penalties. Aiden head up into P11 as Marion pits for another set of wets, probably the original set, and a new front wing, yeah, another one. It's like the third or fourth now of this race. He's soon actually going to be lapped by Mychor if he's not careful. Only now starting lap 22 as Mychor, as we speak, begins lap 23. At 2:06.008 that last lap for him. Gap 16.7 seconds over Swifty. No penalties from Mychor as well, so another commanding lead so far. Hasn't won it yet. He hasn't won yet. As we have another spin for Marion. There were yellow flags. The tyres must be cold, but he has to heat them up. But it definitely has been a disappointing race for some people here. Probably below expectations. Mychor still leading this race. Not much really to commentate over. The gaps have been massive throughout this whole race, pretty much. The first 5 laps it was quite close, and then it sort of spread out. But it'll soon be over. So this is the last race before last race for Division 2 before the Christmas break. And we have a nice 2-week break for Christmas and New Year's. That'll be nice. Time for some drivers to refresh, you know, regenerate, recharge your batteries. Also, contracts, I believe, are open. The transfer window, because for those whose 6 race contracts have ended, they can look to join new teams if their contracts have expired. But after this race, after this week of racing, Marion with another 3 seconds, 3-second time penalty. I know I have a 6 race contract. I need to look to get it re-signed. Also, traditionally in the past we would have the Formula V World Cup now on during the mid-season break. That cannot happen this time around as Christmas is happening. So no Formula V World Cup this season. Sorry guys. Swifty hasn't had much to do apart from the start. He's in P2. Mozilla with another penalty, as Miles is actually gaining on him slowly. Arrows in P3 as well, not much to do. Just very calm race for him, and he's driving towards a very nice podium. Young shots in P4, but he's under pressure now from Kinetic Forge. But he does have a lot less penalties compared to him, so he should be fine either way. Let's look behind though, as this is interesting. Mama Zelda probably going to lose another position. And he's probably going to lose another 2 positions. He's definitely going to lose one to Yannick due to penalties. And he might lose one to Liam as well. As here comes Miles, swings by. P7 for now, for the Cheroux driver. Could be a decent result if he can stay out of that He needs to put another 3 seconds on Yannick, which doesn't seem to be happening right now. It's Yannick now is gaining on Zelda. Back to here as Mitra has begun the last lap already, a long while ago. Kinetic Forges in P5. He's charging after Young Shots. He's just got another penalty. He's got the most penalties now. He's overtaken Morris by 1 second. So he's got half a second now. Less than half a second to Young Shots. We have a spin. Is that Mama Zelda? It's surprisingly not. It's the other driver. It's Liam, the other ART driver. The reserve driver, actually, for ART. As we ride on board here with a... not on board, but watch as Mitra comes through the bus stop. Nice on the exit, and he comes across to win yet again this season. Another win. Another great drive. He wins in Belgium. Well done to him as behind. We still have a few battles going on here. Kinetic Forge. And Yannick, actually. Practically pushing Zelda through, and he's ahead. Ahead of Zelda. Kinetic Forge. Oh! He's almost hit the back of the Young Shots there. Iris gets P2 on penalties. As Kinetic Forge is looking to get the move done, he's unable to. And he remains in P5. Young Shots will come across to finish P4. Miles then, over the line, but he will be moved down to P8 after Yannick crosses it. Zelda finishes in P9, which is a tough race for him, but still points, I guess. Liam then, P10, just waiting on Aiden and Marion now. And the last person, Purity Marion, he collects the final point. Well done to everyone. It was a great race. Not a lot of incidents, just always good to see. Podium celebration, as it is once again this season his 4th win. Mitra, 4 wins in 6 races. Well done to him. He's now got 4 wins, 3 pole positions, 5 podiums, 5 fastest laps. All in 6 races. That is very impressive. His stats are unbelievable. And it just comes to show, I mean, 158.654 fast lap of the race, so yeah, he collects maximum points this week, extending his gap over Panda by a significant amount. As yeah, it's Mitra for Callan in P1, Arrows in P2 for Van Amersfoort Racing, great race from him. Swifty completes the podium for High Tech, Young Shots in P4, Kinetic Forge in P5, Morris in P6, Yannick in P7, Miles in P8, Zelda in P9, Liam in P10, Aidan Jones in 11th, QRT underscore Marion in 12th, and Jamie retiring early on in this race for crashing out in Sector 3. So yeah, that's the Belgium Grand Prix in Division 2 complete in Formula V. Tune in tomorrow for the final race before the Christmas break in Division 1 around Belgium as well. Promises to be an exciting race with variable conditions as we saw today. So thank you all for watching and goodbye.